baby's awake. He's doing good in his player, but I'm gonna take the blankets off so that you can see mommy, right? Yeah. There's a smile. Hi. He was upset, but then he found his Cheerios, so. It just demolishes Cheerios. Yeah, you like your Cheerios, don't you? I've got some soup here for lunch too, but we'll give you that in a little bit. Oh, yeah. Have soup in a little bit, okay? There's no like liquid in it. It's like essentially the noodles absorbed it all. But come a little closer. There you go. He's been doing a lot better with like playing on his own and stuff, so.
I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you then.
Reality cruises on.
Okay, here we go. Let's continue.
Undercurrents bubble up from the dreamscape. Just like that memo keeper said. Stay strong, everyone. We can still do what we can for them. Starting with finding the murderer.
Let's recap everything then. The Trailblazer just reminded me of something. Marge, do you remember what that family rep who negotiated with us said?
Oh.
Indeed, we trust that the Nameless has nothing to do with this. And we also beg each of you to help assist the family in verifying the identity of the deceased. That's how it was put, in reference to Miss Firefly.
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time. And he also failed to mention anything about the earlier murder, too.
The family's planning on covering up all news about Miss Robin's death.
I need to redo the chalkboard behind me. I'll probably do that on my next day off.
But the murder that followed closely after was
maybe
obviously beyond their anticipation.
What do you got? You got a cookie?
The family had to try and turn things to their advantage by bringing in reinforcements from outside. The Charmony Festival is nearly here. They must be snowed under.
It may also be that Miss Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it couldn't be covered up. So they went with the flow and let more people on the scene to control the situation. After all, the nature of the two murders is fundamentally different. The family's first protective measure should be against malicious actors among the guests, such as that IPC envoy.
All the while accusing that Galaxy Ranger.
Are we missing the forest for the trees here? I always felt that Aventurine's reasons for accusing Miss Acheron were highly subtle. Can we believe him?
Yeah?
At this point, I'm afraid the only ones we can trust are ourselves.
Yeah, is that your clicker?
Look, let's try to gather intel first and then list all the possible outcomes we can. Then we go through them,
you got a toy TV clicker and a toy like game controller for Easter from family.
I've still got this sense of foreboding. It's like we're stuck in a whirlpool, spinning around that legacy even after everything that's happened.
This time we're playing the role of a real detective. But before we start, what are we going to say to the family and Aventurine?
As I see things, the family harbors no ill will towards the Astral Express. If they didn't trust the crew, they wouldn't have casually commissioned outsiders to investigate a case that's, in all likelihood, a scandal. Plus, this is the family's turf. Teaming up with them should make things easier for us in the future. As for that Aventurine, well, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
He's complex. He deliberately slow-played his hand during negotiations while running circles around us all the while. He appealed convincingly to both reason and emotion. It wasn't forced, but the intent was obvious.
Oh, hey Google,
Still,
stop playing.
It's good to have contacts among all this
You can
uncertainty.
keep playing.
Adventurine showed his skills, and as far as our interests are aligned, he can become a reliable ally. We also need to keep a certain distance from the family. Never let them get too close. Teaming up with the IPC helps balance that out. If either side makes a move, we have the option to pull out.
So, you suggest accepting Aventurine's proposal to team up?
Yes. It's risky, but we can only wait until both sides have played their cards before making any further judgments.
I get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here, and I'm worried about getting stabbed in the back. She's been bullied a few times now, and I can't stand it anymore.
Really cute. I know you know how to stand up. So you're gonna have to do that if you want to stand up. Oh, hang on. I'm tracking his naps. I'm gonna end his nap. Um,
You... No, I can't accept this. Forget about it.
What?
Just let me keep an eye
Hi.
on him. If that doesn't work, we can just turn the
I
tables
know
and
you
use
can
him
stand up
instead.
on your own in there.
Then, could you please reply to Aventurine? Everyone, take this time to put together your thoughts.
Where did your other sock go? Did you take your sock off? Did you take your sock off? Okay. Yeah. Oh, is that your egg? Oh god, if he can stand up, he's gonna start throwing his toys out of his play yard. Oh. It's inevitable.
Looks like Aventurine is happy with this outcome. Let's tell everyone. Aventurine's goal is to try and recapture Penacony for IPC. To do this, he'll have to bring down the family in its entirety to create a big enough chance. The existence of death will be covered up by the family. So how does he plan on taking them down? It's gotta be something important enough that everyone will notice. But it also can't be anything too out in the open.
Yeah? Do you need help? Up we go. You smell like Cheerios. Yeah. Smell like Cheerios? Oh.
Aventurine has devoted considerable attention to her. But this galaxy
Yeah.
ranger, we know hardly anything about her. I can't rush to any conclusions. I'm just speculating. In any case, We have to be careful when handling Aventurine. He's skilled
Oh,
at reading people
what's
and
that?
discerning the right moment
that your
to
line?
strike. Also, he's clearly a born gambler if he's willing to go all in to win.
Aventurine said something that concerns me. He accused that Galaxy Ranger of killing Robin without any evidence whatsoever, but said nothing about her connection to that memory zone meme or why he was stalking you. It was a groundless accusation,
Oh,
which only serves to make him seem more suspicious. Maybe Aventurine's goal was never to gain our trust. Maybe he wanted to foster a feeling of enmity towards Acheron and make the situation more volatile. Two birds, one stone. However, I asked Don Hung back on the Express to confirm that story about the annihilation and the lost messages. It wasn't something that Aventurine made up out of thin air. You've met her many times now. What's your impression of Miss Acheron? That fits the stereotype of a Galaxy Ranger to a T. They're eccentric, unpredictable, and fond of being alone. No wonder she's a suspect.
I really love Plucky.
My dream is right.
I hope it's not too soon to bring it up. But I feel like Miss Robin isn't actually dead, but that she's still alive and well. Somewhere. That everything's just some horrible prank. Because aren't we supposed to be inside a dream? How could someone die in a beautiful dreamscape like this? Shouldn't only good things happen here? Whenever I see the Grand Theater, I just can't stop all these thoughts from flooding my head.
it might take a minute to clean out his player to, try and set it up for his chicken soup.
Yeah, of course. At times like this, we're so
Yeah.
lucky to have our crew. The family and the IPC. Everyone has their own plans going on. Everyone's still having a great time out there on the streets. Nobody knows what's happened. It's all so unreal. As if Firefly, Miss Robin, and us we're all outsiders from another
Ooh.
world. Aw,
Hi.
what a mess. I really want a nice cool drink of soda to help me calm down. But then I'd be just like everyone else out on the streets.
Looks like Aventurine doesn't need anything else. Let's turn our attention to the family's assignment for now. Himiko, what do you think?
Among our current clues, the two murders
Well, it's
that
doing
she
this dialogue
witnessed
stuff.
are the
I'm gonna
most
try and
directly
clean up this.
connected. I suggest starting here. One thing I'm curious about is, if a person dies in a dream, what happens to them in real life?
Actually wondering
Seeing as
too.
we're at the family's behest, why not pop back out to reality and verify Miss Firefly's situation back at the hotel? Perhaps we could also make a few inquiries about her while out there.
How about we split off into two groups? There are still some things worth focusing on inside the dreamscape. I'll investigate those and we can link up again later.
Worth focusing on? Oh. No problem. I'll leave it to you then.
Huh? Aw, I thought I'd finally get to see see Himeko and Mr. Yang go out on a mission together. Oh well.
Freaking Cheerios everywhere.
Take care then, Mr. Yang.
I will. Keep in touch.
You just get Cheerios everywhere, don't you?
Honored guest, could you come out for a second?
Oh. Because Acheron was
I'd be
listening.
embarrassed too, getting stared at like that.
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm one of the crew members on the Astral Express. I believe you've met my colleagues.
Well,
Is there something about my name?
first, don't you want to know my name?
I already do, Miss Acheron. You're a prominent figure in Penacony.
What are they saying about me?
Some claim that you're the real culprit behind these murders, that the Annihilation Gang's tragic fate at the banquet was a result of your blade, and that you're now attempting to unleash another bloodbath on Penacony.
The Annihilation.
Right.
Ifrit of Everflame Mansion.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as a martyr. He was a determined and heroic pathstrider. Not even a villain should be disparaged like this. And what's more, there were plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think that a blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're wielding?
Wait.
Keen intuition. Not even the family managed to point out the truth behind this cane. So you must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is not a wise move. As a potential threat, your knowledge of us has reached uncomfortable depths. Reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
What's it?
That shouldn't be necessary. But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll be happy to abide. Believe it or not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron, those are the names I go by to this very day. My trip to Penacony is solely to fulfill an old, final request. I'm here for the Watchmaker's legacy. And that's it. I think I've been
Okay.
honest enough.
Still unwilling to reveal your
There you
true identity?
It's not that I don't want to.
He just spilled his
That's just
food,
that I
but that's
can't.
fine. He's
I've
got
come
some
so
other
far,
toys in there
And I
to
can't
keep
sum
him
up all of that in
occupied.
just a few words. Everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed. And I won't be asking any more questions, such as why the Astral Express is roaming around the cosmos with a Stellaron on board. Is she okay? That memo keeper didn't do anything, right?
She's fine. Let's just stick with the topic. Gaining my trust depends on how much you're willing to reveal.
I've run around many different Penacony dreamscapes just to try and find that legacy. And during this period, I came into contact with quite a few guests. In the process, I gradually came to realize the secret of Penacony may be closely related to the Trailblaze. That's why I've come to ask for your help. I don't have enough proof yet, but I'd like to speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family. If you could trust me, we could find the proof to support this claim together. Mr. Yang, I think you've come to the same conclusion, haven't you?
Let's leave it at that. For now, I'll choose to believe that you bear no hostility. Share your findings with me and me alone. I don't want vague conjecture to interfere with other people's judgments before we find solid proof.
Mm-hmm. By the way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2 cups of Wake the Heck Up? No, 4 cups. Because the conversation coming up will last forever.
So we're gonna be working 3 angles at once. 3 sides at once.
I've been watching her closely for a while now, and the first invitation was in the banquet hall of the hotel. She just sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups of Wake the Heck Up. I told her it's a pungent, bitter beverage, not the taste of sweet dreams, only for people allergic to Soul Glad. And she said,
Really? But I don't taste any difference at all between them.
the guest rooms are charmingly minimalist.
Treasure!
An aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a cinch. This music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Gang. There are latent memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know much, and I can predict even more. With some help, the dead can be made to speak. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all.
Gradation 12. Dreamscape 12. Father, I dedicate this to you.
Well done, Dubra. Wherever they go, shall be met by annihilation.
That voice sounds familiar.
There
I
it
don't know
is.
necessarily just
It's
from this.
hazy,
But
but
it sounds
it's
familiar.
Ifrit's voice. The other one is probably his progeny.
Maybe it's from this level?
This is the
I don't know.
residual memory
Definitely
from
sound
when the
familiar.
invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
They sought refuge in a land of sleep, merely wishing for undisturbed rest, away from the storms. Children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage.
She won't be necessary. I alone am enough.
When have those on the path of destruction feared death?
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out. What happened? The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. But along the way... it's like it's been erased.
So the memory of
done this?
anything that Acheron touches disappears, I'm guessing. I know she's kind of said that before.
Who are you? Who are you?
No. Is this not a memory?
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators? My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet at Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together. But that seems unrealistic. Dahlia's not welcome on the banquet star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you, I know what you're looking for. Want her secret? I can give it to you, and then you can enjoy the banquet for me. I wish you unforgettable memories.
Oh. A phone. Wanna listen in?
A few days ago, the IPC made an announcement. Under the watchful guidance of the Marketing Development Department, and in accordance with the Interstellar Peace Charter, the independent Sigonian sovereignty has hereby been established, and shall take a legislative seat at the Interstellar Congress. The formation of the Sigonian sovereignty is of great historical significance to the Sigonia system. This move puts an end to the
I gotta start
planet's
working out
long
again.
and bloody history,
At least as
turning
much
the
as I can. I
sensational
gotta start doing
Tatica
core stuff.
Abgen extinction
I'm
event
not as concerned about
into a
arms right now, because
distant
I'm always
memory.
carrying the baby around, but...
Sigonia 4 is located in an unclaimed zone at the intersection of the Denise, Prothean, and Dorneau star clusters. The planet's surface environment is known for being extremely harsh, constantly faced with the threat of impact from small-scale celestial objects. This is why very few intelligent species have made this planet their home, dividing themselves into several tribes to eke out nomad lifestyles as they struggle to survive the arid desert wilderness. They have developed their own folk beliefs that are independent of the Eon belief system.
Sigonia. Sigonia. Ravenous eye of the storm, spurned by all the gods. Land of rock, but not water. Lightning, but not rain. Blood, but not tears. You beat us with your falling stars. You lash us with wind and storm. You chew us up with the cracked earth. You promised us a land of honey, yet yoked us beneath a sword of bitterness. Oh, Gaiathra Triclops, if thou can hear me, please open up thy 3 eyes and gaze upon this child. When you took his father, my child was still sleeping in my belly. And where my husband went, I too soon must go. I don't ask for a peaceful death. Just for you to tell me, does the baby swaddled sweetly asleep? Does he dream of his mother's heartbeat and the sound of falling rain? Please tell me whether this life is all just a fleeting dream. Otherwise, why would this child be born to face impending death? born, the sky also sent down a gift like this from Gayatra. Such a lucky child. Such a blessed child. Just like your name. A gift from them to Avjen. My boy. May the goddess Gayatra close her eyes 3 times.
Yeah?
Keep your blood
Yeah?
eternally pulsing. Let your journey be forever peaceful. And your schemes forever concealed. Welcome to this sad world, Kakavasha.
Are you done eating?
Time to wake up, gambler.
You go then. Get rid of this food then, okay? Yeah.
Oh, heavens. I must have drunk too much Soul Glad. Didn't expect you to be back so soon. How is it? Find anything?
Just as you guessed. Nobody outside knows about Robin's death. There aren't even baseless conspiracy theories. They're still streaming the rehearsal for her ceremony, using a stand-in, I guess. They must be dreaming.
Of course. Who could imagine that death would actually descend upon the idyllic dream created by the family? Let alone that the victim would be the female lead of the Charmony Festival. To be honest with you, I didn't believe it. I even tested it a few times myself. Until I discovered that I couldn't actually die. Whenever there's any danger, I'm forced awake by the dream pool, and it's all as if everything were just a nightmare. That's why I'm convinced that there are a few big secrets lurking behind the scenes.
Then you must have heard about the Memory Zone meme. When I graciously deigned to establish connections with the Oak family on your behalf, they were quite in a pitiful state of disarray. Besides Robin, there was another body. I don't know the exact details, just that it was a stowaway.
2 murder cases? I told you something seemed off about the Nameless. Oh, she must have come across the other one. This murderer is a psycho.
There you go.
But I have to admit, the case should be easy to crack. We can leverage the family's malfeasance and let the IPC use this as a reason to intervene. It's just that their trickery runs deeper than I thought. Robin's stand-in was all ready to go. These 2 murders are definitely getting hushed up. What should we do? Let me think. It's too rare an opportunity to miss out on, so I gotta be careful.
Incredible, gambler. Have you already exhausted your limited
Is it blue? Is there a lot of blue on there?
So soon.
There are plenty of chips.
Blue, yeah.
But it'd be best to choose carefully. The most straightforward has to be Robin. Remember? That masked fool once told me to find a mute as a friend. Robin is what she calls the mute. She has lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, you and I cannot mistake that sound. Not produced by any voice box, but rather by the resonance of the harmony. If that girl hadn't gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. Something was up with the family. Or Robin herself. To get to the bottom of this, I tried every way I could to meet her. But she died. Right before my very eyes.
A complete and utter loss. Incidentally, It seems to have resulted in your rather undignified arrival on the interrogation stand. There were eyewitnesses at the scene, and the family, in their graciousness, has tentatively accepted your alibi. However, for the foreseeable future, you shall, regrettably, find yourself under the vigilant watch of the Hounds.
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic, Doctor. Starting to break out in a cold sweat. Do you reckon there's still any chance of a comeback, given how things are?
A probability?
Go?
Yes, it exists, but it verges on the infinitesimal. To phrase it in a manner more befitting the vernacular of Penacony, you're dreaming. But if you simply can't control yourself and want to try your hand, then there just so happens to be a suitable candidate. That man wants to see you again.
Who?
Sunday.
Is this a public hearing or a private trial?
If it were the former, it would hardly befit my stature to stoop to the role of a mere messenger.
Fine. Oh, that's great. It's all great. You see, the dead can't talk, but the living can. Ratio, I'm convinced now that there must be something wrong inside the family.
I see bird feathers.
Oh, just you wait and see.
Where
that man's sister has died. He can't sit on his hands. Well, without any further ado, let's set off. Lead the way.
Yeah?
The show.
You're gonna go try and find the bird. Which don't have pink birds? I don't remember. It's like the last one.
We're here. The Dulai
Oh, there's another
Pavilion
one.
is the Oak family's fortress.
There's a
and
treasure,
place
too.
where heads of the families meet to discuss great plans for Penacony.
You gotta watch the cutscenes.
Fortress. Oh, I like this.
Sometimes
metaphor.
you can see where special
I
stuff
dealt
is
with the
hiding.
warlords of the Amanica star system not long ago, and their synchronized orbital manor wasn't this heavily guarded.
This mansion nominally belongs to Sunday, and is very befitting of its owner. Without his express invitation, the likes of ordinary guests would never grace these grounds in their lifetimes.
Oh?
Look around while you still have this moment of freedom.
Hey, Doc, whose side are you on anyway?
Who's to say I won't sell you out?
We'll see. When we meet the authoritarian master of the Oak family, I'll cry and answer.
Whoa.
Follow me and I'll bring you to his parlor.
Yeah?
Hold your tongue and let me deal with the members of the family.
Story unfolds, you'll have the chance to progress the story from other characters' point of view. When entering a character's point of view for the first time, that character will automatically be placed first in your team. You check the Fates Atlas interface to see which character's point of view an ongoing mission or completed mission is in. You need to change your point of view to continue the story. You can select here to enter Fates Ensemble. For more details, please see the tutorial. Okay, wait. So... This where it is? Okay, this is where it is. Okay. Okay, so space anchors are individual. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So it's actually splitting the story with the two different. That's cool. Ugh.
A reward with no risk? I'll take it.
Hey, you two! That's a place of business. No entry.
I was requested by Mr. Sunday to bring him the suspect. My name is Ratio. He should have mentioned it to you.
Oh, I remember you. Veritas Ratio. Your punch virtual particle clock is impressive.
Excuse me?
The one on your head. Of course, it's nothing compared to my full pocket dimensional annihilating power armor of the Mobile Knights.
Right, and as I mentioned, that fantasy raiment of yours doesn't exist.
That's because you can't see it. Like I say, only family can see the glory of the Mobile Knights. Enough. Get going. Don't keep Mr. Sunday waiting.
It seems like the idiocy index here is no better than it is out there.
Oh, I wanted that treasure.
The door is shut tight.
They didn't let Mommy
Looks
get the
like
treasure.
We're on our own.
I mean, there isn't a door. How did you get in before?
For security reasons, the family built the administrative site deep in the dreamscape, with the mechanisms hidden in these Nightingale statues. The direction of the statues can be controlled. On the previous occasion, an attendant named Kona had gone to the side room to verify something before setting the statues in the correct positions.
Well, maybe we should do the same. Let's go and take a look. Of course, we can also use brute force.
Treasure. Mulher? I see wall-walkie stuff.
A reward with no risk? I'll take it.
Ooh, there's a treasure over there. I think I want the treasure.
Oh, the bigger the risk, the better the reward. Feeling lucky.
That was close. I don't even know what a tree can do.
Everyone's a customer.
I don't know what his abilities are. I gotta say, I like the music in this game. It's not like the kind of music I've listened to on its own, but I feel like for the game, the combat and stuff, it's very fitting. Okay, so he just follow up. Like AoE follow up. What's wrong?
Serious, huh?
What's wrong?
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge of the
Purple
measure of
T-Rex?
truth and falsehood.
Don't come any closer.
What? There you go. Better?
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
Come feast your eyes. Happy New Year.
You like the puppies?
Sure, I'll play along.
Yeah?
Spend freely.
I'm asking questions. Test. 0 points.
Yeah.
Get them.
Watch your head.
Okay, that was pretty badass.
Watch your head. Hedge your
He would
bets.
actually probably be pretty damn badass for my, I've been running simulated universes with a,
Your answers?
follow-up team.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Oh, that's not. Yeah. Yeah.
Forget your wallet?
I might actually switch.
I'm asking questions. Get them.
Watch your head.
Turn out your pockets.
His follow-up attack gets triggered a lot.
Trained.
Test.
measure of truth.
No, he was just on a banner too. Which stop. I don't like him.
0 points.
Hopefully he comes back.
Watch your head. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. I hit the mark.
You like that? You watching? Baby's watching.
Forget your wallet?
Your answers?
Yeah.
Answer me. 0 points.
I'm scared.
Straight, get them.
Turn out your pockets.
Just feel.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
Get them. You dare attack me? I'm asking questions. Answer me. 0 points.
I'm scared.
Stay put. Get them.
Sure, I'll play along. It's on me. Watch your head. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
SAS.
Yeah.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
I really need to find out where to order loose leaf tea and cocoa nibs.
Just feel.
Like just like a basic black tea. That's all I want.
0 points.
Cocoa nibs. Essentially, I make my own tea with that.
Spend freely.
Answer me.
And then I add some like raspberries or frozen raspberry pieces to it. So good. Based off of a tea that I used to order that the place stopped carrying.
Get them. Your answers? Just feel.
Watch your head. It's on me.
Yeah?
Don't come any closer.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
Come feast your eyes. Happy New Year.
SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
The dice have been
Kind of funny that I got a coffee cup just as I was talking about wanting tea again.
bust.
What?
Or maybe I'll take
Hi.
it all.
0 points.
Yeah? Do you want some mat time? You might want some mat time. I might do a short break and then I'll get him set up on.
Defense.
You're okay. You're okay.
0 points.
What's wrong?
I'm scared.
Get them.
Okay.
As would any man.
So let me swap her for.
What? Just stand behind.
Alright guys, hold tight. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna take a short break. I'm going to get the baby set up on his mat and then we will continue from there. So hold tight everybody.